There are powers that are strong, there are powers that are creative, and then there are those that leave a mark on you forever. Today, you're going to discover the 8 most incredible, most wanted, and most insane powers in the anime world. Get ready. This list is protagonist final form level. Haki One Piece. In One Piece, when you have the will to fight, to protect, to take action, when you have desire, you can awaken something. Haki is the manifestation of willpower. And the best part? Anyone can awaken this power. There are actually 2 types of Haki that anyone can awaken. With observation Haki, you can predict attacks. And if mastered, even foresee the future of someone or something. With armament Haki, you can coat your body in a steel-like armor to protect yourself from knives and even bullets. And if you're born with a desire that's burning in your heart, with an ambition strong enough, you can awaken the most powerful Haki of all, Conqueror's Haki. With this Haki, you can sense the evil intentions of others and knock people or animals out cold just by sheer willpower. Imagine how useful that would be in real life. Let's say someone tries to shoot you. First, you'd sense the bullet coming with observation Haki. Before it even hits, you'd activate armament Haki so the bullet has no effect on you. Then you'd take down the shooter without even touching them using Conqueror's Haki. You'd be able to stop accidents or any kind of attack effortlessly. Sharingan, Rinnegan, Naruto. The most legendary and iconic eyes in Naruto drive any fan crazy. And when it comes to seeing and predicting movements, the Sharingan is by far the most famous. It gives you total battlefield awareness, copying jutsus, reading enemy moves, and casting near-perfect illusions. But why would you choose the Sharingan over other powers that might seem stronger? The secret lies in its evolution. A basic Sharingan has what are called tomoe, those marks inside the eye. It starts with 1 and goes up to 3. The more tomo, the more powerful the eye becomes. But when the user goes through intense emotional trauma, the Sharingan evolves into the Mangekyo Sharingan. And that's when things get crazy. You can create dimensions like Obito, summon near-eternal flames like Sasuke and Itachi, and generate massive chakra avatars capable of slicing through mountains. That's when you become nearly unstoppable. But there's also a secret evolution, one that only one person in the Naruto universe achieved naturally, Madara Uchiha. Fans know exactly where this is going, the legendary Rinnegan. When this evolution occurs, you basically become a ninja god. You can manipulate gravity, summon powerful beasts, control life and death. It's an apocalyptic power that turns your eyes into instruments of pure domination. Kurapika's chains, Hunter x Hunter. Revenge can be a powerful weapon, and Kurapika proved it. Kurapika is the last surviving member of his clan, and from the very beginning of the series, his main motivation is to avenge them. To do that, he becomes a hunter, and after awakening his powers, he creates a special ability designed specifically to capture and kill the people who destroyed his clan. He develops spiritual chains that can completely immobilize his enemies, heal injuries, and pierce targets with deadly precision, one for each finger, with each chain possessing a unique ability. To test whether his power was truly effective, Kurapika went straight for the 3rd strongest member of the Phantom Troop, the group responsible for massacring his clan. And the result was so overwhelming that he buried his opponent with ease. A power born from pain, hatred, and intelligence, but it only works against his sworn enemies, which makes it even more lethal. However, as the anime progresses, Kurapika realizes he can't be vulnerable to other types of threats. So he evolves his chains to adapt to different situations, now able to steal and use the abilities of others or even lend them to allies. This marks the beginning of his rise as the main character in the manga's Succession War arc, where he's trying to survive a deadly power struggle and ultimately fulfill his vengeance after resolving everything with his chains. Alchemy. Fullmetal Alchemist. Turn lead into gold, create walls with your hands, build weapons out of thin air. With alchemy, all of that is possible. You probably learned in school about people who once believed they could get rich by turning coal into gold. They were called alchemists. In the world of Fullmetal Alchemist, this is actually possible. To use alchemy, one normally needs transmutation circles, but for our protagonist, that's no longer necessary. After he and his brother attempted human transmutation, they gained powers beyond the ordinary. But everything comes at a price. The law of equivalent exchange sets strict limits on what alchemy can do, and that's what makes it so fascinating. It's a power where knowledge matters more than brute strength. When Edward and Alphonse Elric tried to resurrect their dead mother, they paid a heavy, almost philosophical price. According to the law of equivalent exchange, to gain something, you must give up something of equal value. To bring back their mother's body, Alphonse lost his entire body, and Edward, having lost his brother, gave up his right arm to retrieve Alphonse's soul, and even his left leg, symbolically losing his path in life as well. All of this might make alchemy sound like a curse, but it's not. You just have to avoid being greedy. Lelouch's Geass, code Geass. Imagine being able to give a command that no one can refuse. Just once, one chance, one decision that could change the world. The Geass is a mysterious eye-based power that's granted to certain individuals. Each Geass is unique, often reflecting a person's deepest desire. Some can stop time, give irresistible commands, read minds, or even prolong life. Lelouch's Geass is the ability to give absolute orders that cannot be disobeyed, but only once per person and only through direct eye contact. In the hands of a brilliant strategist, this becomes an unstoppable weapon, and if used the right way, it can topple empires or build new ones. Every Geass comes with limitations. For Lelouch, he must make direct eye contact. It only works once on each person. At first glance, that might seem like a major limitation, but when used with precision and strategy, it becomes one of the most powerful abilities in anime, and arguably the hardest to master on this entire list. Infinity, plus domain expansion, Jujutsu Kaisen de Gojo. Gojo isn't just strong, he's literally untouchable. The creator of Jujutsu Kaisen brought real physics into the series by introducing infinity, also called Mugen or limitless. How does it work? It sounds simple at first. The closer you get to Gojo, the more distance there is between you and him. Space stretches infinitely, making it physically impossible to ever touch him, especially those iconic blue eyes. But there's more. Infinity is automatic, like a reflex. Gojo's brain constantly processes massive amounts of information to detect and block anything dangerous. That's also the weakness. This information overload could fry his brain. To counter that, he wears a blindfold to reduce sensory input, though anyone who wields this technique can see through objects and walls in return. His domain expansion, Unlimited Void, traps enemies in a space of infinite stimuli, forcing their brain to receive endless streams of information, just like Gojo does. The result? The opponent's mind freezes, shuts down, or even dies from the overload. If the sky is blue and Gojo has his blindfold on, you better run. 7. Emotional telekinesis, Mob Psycho 100. Levitate objects with your mind. Who hasn't imagined doing that? In the world of Mob Psycho 100, that's exactly what espers do. Humans born with incredible psychic powers, and the one we're focused on is Mob's power. Mob is quiet, polite, and absolutely devastating when his emotions spiral out of control. His power is so overwhelming, he can level buildings or even wipe out entire cities, all with just a thought. His telekinesis can lift skyscrapers, blow up landscapes, and even distort reality itself. But what makes this ability truly terrifying is that his strength grows with his emotions. Here, emotion equals explosion. And that's the danger. If Mob feels rage or hatred, it can be fatal to everyone around him. 8. Sung Jinwoo's Shadows. Solo leveling defeat an enemy? Now they fight for you. Simple as that. That's how Sung Jinwoo builds an unstoppable army from his enemies' shadows. Every opponent you take down becomes a loyal fighter by your side, forever. And the more shadows you have, the stronger and more untouchable you become. Sung Jinwoo has the power to resurrect fallen enemies as shadow soldiers. Over time, he creates an immortal, loyal, and ever-growing army. It's like being a high-level necromancer, but with main character swagger. And how do you use this power? Once an enemy becomes your shadow, all it takes is a single keyword, and they instantly manifest to defend or attack at your command. So which one of these powers would you want to have? Or better yet, which one could you actually handle? Because some of them come with a high price. Comment below and tell us your favorite, and let us know if we missed one that should have made the list. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss any new content about the anime world. Until next time, and may your Haki always be sharp.